Hi everyone, welcome back. I am so glad that you are back. Today I am going to do a video that is going to be so much fun, I think. So let's make up. Okay, so today I'm going to do such a video that I think is going to be so much fun. That didn't make any sense, but we're going to make a video that is going to be fun. I have been thinking about things that I really love, like makeup. When I sit down to do my makeup, I either go without makeup or I sit down and do like glam. It can be like neutral glam or colorful glam, but it's usually like glam. When I sit down and I start playing with makeup, it's like, I can't stop myself. I just have to keep going. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna do a video, and I have notes on my phone. I have tons of notes of videos, like video ideas and things like that. And I had a video planned, and it was called something like Full Face with Absolute Favorites. And these are the products that when I sit down, I know that are going to work for me. I know that I can just put it on and feel good and just leave, go out the door and know that this makeup is something that I don't have to worry about for different reasons. So the other day, Emily Noel posted a video and it was called Comfy Glam or something like that. What was it called? Let me look for it real quick. Okay, it's called Get Ready With Me Comfy Glam Makeup That Feels Good to Put On. And I'm like, oh, that's exactly like she put what I was trying to, get in my mind, and what I was trying to put together in my mind, she actually put into words. And that was it. When I looked at my list, the makeup that I had listed is makeup that feels good to put on. So when she posted that video, and I'll link it down below, and I'll put her thumbnail here, when she posted that video, I thought, oh, I love it. I love that idea. That's exactly what I had. I just hadn't put my finger on what it was that I wanted to do, even though I had all the makeup listed. So long story short, I wrote a comment on that video and I said, can I do something on my channel like that? Can I do something like this? And she's like, go for it. So here we are. So today we're going to put makeup on. We're just gonna put makeup on because makeup is just, for me, it's relaxing, it's fun, it's something that you can be creative at. And my skin is doing all kinds of crazy things. I live in Texas and it doesn't get really cold here, but when the weather changes and it starts getting a little colder and it's down in the 40s at night, in the 60s during the day, and those changes, my face goes crazy. And so I break out in hives and I have like dry, itchy patches right now. So the camera is being nice to me right now. So I put on some of my prescribed medication so that it doesn't itch so much, and it does well. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we're gonna start with primer, and I'm gonna start with my Hydra Touch primer from NYX. This primer is so good. My face is dry, like you all know, and I need hydration. This primer looks like this. It's like blue, but it doesn't look blue on your face. And it smells so good. It smells like men's aftershave, but like in a clean way. It's not overwhelming at all, and it just feels cooling to put on. It feels so good to put on, and it just gives hydration. So if you have dry skin, I think that primer is a must. I never say go out and get this, especially because everybody is different and what works for me may not work for somebody else. But this primer, it's kind of expensive too. It's about $13 to $16 depending on where you buy it. So I buy it when NYX has the buy one get one off and things like that. But I just love that primer because it just feels so good. It leaves a little bit of tackiness on your face for your foundation to stick to. And also the Angel Veil from NYX. These two I have mentioned in other videos. These two just are my favorites, and they just feel good. The Angel Veil, it's I think it's a dupe for the Hourglass Veil something primer. And this primer, just when you put it on, it just creates such a smooth canvas. Like this is the kind of primer that you can put on and leave and just go out the door, and your face is going to look so smooth, like you have just the smoothest face. I don't know, I'm repeating myself, but That's what it is. And I mentioned these two in my hydrating primers video, and I'll link it up here. So those two primers, love them. Also, and I'm not gonna put this one on because it would be overkill, but the primer from Physicians Formula, the Spotlight one, this is a dupe for the Becca, I have it here. This is a dupe for the Becca Backlight Primer. These two are exactly the same. And I like this one because the Becca one is expensive. And this one is not that it's cheap. It's about, I don't know, $12, $13 at the drugstore at Ulta and Walmart. But it just smells good. It gives you just, it's not glittery. This is a really, really good primer. But these two are my holy grail. I just feel comfortable. Okay, so I don't want to make this video 1,000 years long, so let's move on. Okay, for my under eye, I have really dry under eye, and I am getting ready to do a hydrating concealers video because I have had the hardest time finding concealers and things for my under eye because it is so dry. And I do slap on, you know, the eye cream like there's no tomorrow, like seriously. So this stick from Physicians Formula, I actually got it at a sale at Ulta, and I thought, okay, I'll get it. It is called the Physicians Formula Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer, and I have a few depuffers here. I'm sorry I keep going out of frame, but I have this one that I bought. It's from Dickinson's. It's a depuffing, and it contains like witch hazel, and it's good. I haven't seen this here. I bought this in Ohio when I went to work there. I also have the Pure Cosmetics. Oops, I fell on the floor. I'll be right back. And I'm back. This is the Pure, what's this? Hydrogel Lift, and this is really good. It's about $26, so I use this very sporadically. But out of all those, I really love this. Also, e.l.f. has one. e.l.f. has a cooling one that is really good. Oh my gosh, when you put it on, it feels so cooling. And this is supposed to depuff. And for me, I don't have a whole lot of puffiness under my eye, but it just makes it feel hydrated and cooling, and I love this. I tell you, I think this really just makes your concealer go on smoothly. I don't know, it might just be me, but I love it. Okay, we're gonna move on to brows. And I have two pencils that I really love and that I know are going to just be comfortable and that I can trust them, to leave and my brows be fine. I have naturally kind of bushy brows, so I don't need to sit there with a pomade or a powder, so pencils work just fine for me. So comfy things for me, like comfortable means different things for different people. For me, first of all, it means that I can just walk out the door and trust it. It means that I know that I can just put it on and I don't have to think about it too much, that I can just enjoy the process of putting it on. This is the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. It has that kind of like triangular, like the Anastasia definer pencil, and then it has a spoolie. This is like $5. Another thing that's comfortable for me is knowing that I didn't spend an arm and a leg on something, and the satisfaction of knowing that it is good and that I just put it on and I don't feel guilty about it, you know? I love makeup, but I don't want to spend my whole salary on makeup. So, you know, I just love it. It feels comfortable to me when I can just put something on and say, you know what, this was a good deal. Even if it's high end, that I got it at a good deal, that I try not to pay full price for high end because, I don't know, I just feel that some of it is worth it. And I do have a video planned on like, is luxury high end makeup worth it? Or, you know, do you have to spend that amount of money, about the properties and things like that. So that will be forthcoming. I'm trying to look for every angle. I don't own a whole lot of luxury makeup. I do own high-end makeup, but luxury, not very much. I just don't find the added value to that. Okay, so here, see, it's just really quick. And of course, you know, my eyebrows, like I said, I don't have to spend like a whole lot of time on them, but I just love this pencil. The other one I love is the e.l.f. one. Actually, I think Emily featured this one in her video. I love this pencil. It's $2. $2 and it is wonderful. I have the Anastasia Brow Wiz, I have the Anastasia Brow Definer, I have the It Cosmetics pencil, I have the Benefit pencil. I actually have a video planned out. Oh my gosh, I need to sit down and record all of these plans that I have. I have a video planned out on eyebrow pencils and which ones I think are good and, you know, like the best and the worst stuff. If you want to see that, please leave a comment down below. And I go back to these two, $2 and $4, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so brows are done. That took about, I don't know, 2 minutes. And that's what I also like. I feel comfortable when I just can, like I said, do something and not even think about it. Okay, so for brow gel, I actually have two. I have the Brow Stylist Plumper by L'Oreal, and I do think that this is discontinued, and I was so sad about it, But I did find as well the Essence Make Me Brow. This is such a good brow gel. I know, actually I'm gonna use this one because I do think the L'Oreal one is discontinued. I really love it. You don't even have to do, like if you have eyebrows like me, you don't even have to put a pencil. You can just brush this through your hairs and I don't know, it just does a good job. So I really like that brow gel and you're done. Okay, so let's move on to foundation. I am loving the Lorac Sheer Perfection Foundation. This foundation I found on sale at Ulta. Let me see if this focuses. Yeah, there it is. I found this on sale at Ulta and I didn't think, I don't know, I had no ideas on it. I had no thoughts on it. But once I used it, I absolutely adored it. Let me, actually I forgot to bring my sponge. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back with my sponge. Actually, the sponge is one that also makes me feel really good. I have tons of sponges. I actually have a video on the best and worst sponges that I think are the best and worst, and I can link it up here or down below. And I have zoned in on this one. This is the L'Oreal sponge, and I absolutely love it. It's super squishy. I love the shape. I just love how it just bounces. It's so soft. I have tried so many, including the Beauty Blender, and I love this one. I actually ended up giving away my Beauty Blender to my niece, but oh, this sponge is so good. So I am going to put this foundation on. On camera it's looking like a little bit too white, but I don't know why it's doing that, but in real person, in real life, it looks like my skin. I just adore this foundation. A good drugstore alternative is the Age Rewind, what's this called? The Age Rewind Eraser Treatment Makeup. This is such a good foundation. It's also very comfortable to wear. Let me see if it focuses. Yeah. It's so good. I love it. It's like $9.99 at Walmart, and I use this so much. I love the Lorac because it's just comfortable and it goes on. It looks like your skin, and the sponge, perfection. Okay, so next I am going to use the Becca Brightening. What is this called? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's this. Let me put my glasses on because I'm blind. It is called the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And this Under Eye Brightening Corrector, I just love it because it makes my very dark circles not look so dark. And I just love because it's so creamy. I put it on with my e.l.f. concealer brush. This brush is perfection. It's like $2 or $3 at Walmart, anywhere like Ulta, CVS, anywhere. I have a hive right here because I ate something with pepper, and yeah, I'm allergic to pepper. So I have a hive right there, so ignore. Unbelievable. Anyways, it looks so brightening. I really love this. This lasts forever. It's a little bit expensive, but it has lasted me for so long. I really love it. I smooth it out with my sponge. And then for concealer, I am going to wear, which one did I have? Oh, I remember. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I have two. I am going to wear my Naked Skin Concealer. This concealer is so good. I have repurchased this like 3 times because of course I run out, and I have repurchased it like 3 times, and I really love it. Okay, an alternative, a drugstore alternative is the Better Skin by Maybelline. The Better Skin by Maybelline is pretty much the same thing. I think it really, the formulas are very similar. And I'm just running out of the Maybelline one, and I need to go get some more. But the Naked Skin, the doe foot, first of all, that flat doe foot applicator is so good. You don't have to dip back in. Really, a little for me goes a long way. It's really, it's not thin in that it's not gonna cover, but I love it. I feel that it's just smoothing and beautiful. For brightening, I'm gonna use the Double Wear from Stay Lauder, the Double Wear Concealer from Stay Lauder, and I'll list all of this down below. I just put a few dots to brighten a little bit. Another good one to brighten is the Maybelline Better Skin concealer, and you can just, okay, see, that just went on so smoothly, and it doesn't emphasize the lines under my eyes. Again, I have really dry under eye, and I do think that the Physicians Formula Cucumber thing, Refresh Under Eye Depuffer, helps a lot, but the concealer is just so nice. Okay, to set the under eye. Okay, to set my under eye, I have been using, and it's so beautiful. I've been using the Emily Noel, the Needs palette, the one that she collaborated with Makeup Revolution, and I have been using this powder right here. It is called Kindness, and I love that for my under eye. I just think it gives me such a smooth canvas. I just like dip my, it's not wet, like it's damp, but if I squeeze it, no water comes out. And I just put it in here and dab that under my eye. And that just gives me such a smooth canvas. I really love it. I take my my concealer brush from e.l.f. and I just kind of dab in here because it's difficult for the sponge to get in there. And I just really love this powder. I actually have a dip. I'm about to hit pan really soon on that one. I really love it. Okay, so let's move on to like the face powder. And for the face powder, just to set, I always set my foundation. I always do that because I think it's just a good practice to set your foundation. And I love the Flower Beauty pressed powder to do that. I actually have gone through one of these. It's on my empties video. I can link it up here. And this is the Light Illusion Perfecting Powder in Beige L4M1. And this powder, when you put it on, it just smooths. It smooths your face. It feels so good going on because I don't really like loose powders. I'm really enjoying one from Clinique that I got as a sample, and I'm really enjoying that one, but they're messy, and I really like pressed powders, but they can be heavy, especially on my really dry skin. They can be heavy, but this powder, it really is like pore perfecting. I really love it. I have a Flower Beauty just a review of the Light Illusion line, and I can link it again up here or down below. And this was one of the standout products from that line. I tried the foundation, which I ended up returning. I tried the concealer, which I ended up returning. I tried the primer, which is, I have it, it's really one of my favorites. The hydrating primer, and this powder. This powder was a standout. I really like it. So that powder is just comfortable in the skin. I really love it. Okay, for bronzer, I think, I mean, everybody would say this, that they love their Physicians, I keep going out of frame, I'm so sorry. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh my gosh, I have hit major pan. I have all shades except the lightest one because of course I can never use that one. But I have hit pan. This is the one in bronzer. And this, just the smell of it. Just the smell of it is comfortable, and going on is so beautiful. I'm gonna use my Sigma F25, yeah, F25 to do this. And I just, every single time I use this bronzer, I absolutely love it because it doesn't look like you have bronzer on, but it bronzes you. So, I mean, I have like light medium skin, more to the medium side. And I thought this wasn't gonna work, but it does. It just gives you a beautiful warmth, see? And the smell of it, it just goes on so beautifully. I love this bronzer, just adore it. And what I've been using to go on top of it, to just give me a little bit of shine, I didn't think I was gonna like this. I did not think I was gonna like this, but I really do love it. It's the bronzer by Wet n Wild. This one is in You're Dragging Me Down, I think it's called. It's a limited edition. No, it's in Queensland. It's in Queensland. It has this dragon in the middle. But I didn't think I was gonna like it. I thought this is gonna be, it's gonna be too shiny. It's gonna be too dark, but it's not. It just gives you a sheen. And when you put it on top of your bronzer, oh, it's so pretty. So going back to the Emily Noel palette, this is gonna be like a recurring thing on this video. This blush right here. Oh my gosh, I can put that blush on with anything I have on. Today I have this like orange tangerine shirt and I have jeans on. So this color right here, I love it. It's like the perfect peach nude. Just adore it. It goes on, again, I think I have a dent on it as well. And it just goes on so pretty. The one thing I do love about this palette, and about the other one too, I have the ones as well, is that you can build it up. You don't put your brush in there and automatically have like clown cheeks or automatically have like pigment. You can build it up, and I love that because some days I want more intense and some days I just want a flush of color. And I had to dip my brush in like 3 times, but I don't mind that at all because I build it up to the intensity that I want it. Like right now, that's all I want. If I wanted more intensity, I could just go in and make it intense. But isn't that pretty? I don't know, it's pretty to me. I love it. Okay, let me see, what else? What's next? Highlighter. Let me see what I had for highlighter. Let me see. Okay, for highlighter, this is actually a surprise, but I have been using it so much. I was on actually this is the wrong one. It's this one right here. I was at Ulta one day. Oh, this is not focusing. There you go, camera. I was at Ulta just paying for something, and this was on the register, like on those little like end caps that they put. And this is a mini. It's called High Impact Highlighter in Spark, in the shade Spark, and this is from Morphe. And I thought, I don't have a lot of things from Morphe. I actually only had the Jaclyn Hill palette until a few days ago, and I bought like the setting spray, and I bought this and the bronzer. This highlighter has been a surprise for me because I am really enjoying this highlighter. It's so pretty. Oh, it is just the perfect color for me. And again, you can build it up to like high intensity, and oh my gosh, it just goes on and you don't have to worry about it, This is like $7. It's kind of pricey for the size. It really is just kind of pricey. This is showing up, and you can actually like wet your brush or do that. I like natural highlight. I like highlight that it looks like it's coming out of me, it's not, it doesn't look like I put highlighter on, you know what I mean? I just like highlighter that it looks like me. Another highlighter that I'm really enjoying, going back to the Emily palette, is this. It doesn't look like much, it really doesn't, and it's kind of dry in the pan. Like you're like, oh my gosh, that's not gonna do a whole lot. Like, see, it's really not. But then when you dip your brush in there and you put it on, oh my gosh, I don't need any more highlighter. It really packs up. I'm not gonna put any more highlight, but it packs a good punch. I mean, it's not gonna be like in your face, bam. I mean, you can wet it, I guess, and put it on, but it's gonna be one of those that it just has a little bit of a pink shift, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna blend all this together because it's going a little crazy here. Okay, so now at this stage that I have my face on pretty much, and I just need to do the eyes, I love this Smashbox primer water. My face, like I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but it's really dry. And so at this time, I just want everything to come together, and I want things to look smooth and pretty and not dry. So this is, oh my gosh, this is so good, and it smells so good. I think I've gone through like 4 bottles of that, and it's immediate for me. The hydration and the change of my makeup It's almost immediate and it doesn't leave droplets on your face. I like this spritzer. I don't buy it full price. This is $32. I usually buy it at the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta. They have it on sale, usually for $16, and that's where I stock up. So I just love that water, especially at this stage of my makeup. Okay, so moving on, let's move on to eyes. I'm gonna do something really simple today. I'm on my way out to church, so I'm just gonna do something simple. And I am going to go back to my Emily Noel palette. I just really love this palette. I am actually, it was a surprise to me because I'm actually liking it more, well, yeah, I think I'm liking it more than the Once palette. I really love this palette too, but this is the palette that I use for when I want to do like really dramatic things. And every time I look at this palette, it's like, wow. You know, I just open it up and it's immediate, like it's immediate beautifulness right there. I adore. Actually, I'm going to do a combination of the two, of the wants and the needs, because I really just love these palettes. I think that I've been using them a ton and they're comfortable to me in that, first of all, the names. I mean, when you're putting like honesty and prayer and things like that on your face, it's comfortable. And second, they are blendable, they are buildable, which I really like. For eye primer, I really love my Essence I Love Stage, and I have both. I have the illuminating one, and this is more of like the it's not matte, but it's more of like a conceal your veins type thing. Conceal your, if you have like me, I have really pigmented eyelids, you can just, you know, cancel that out with that primer. Is affordable. It's like $2.99. It makes your eyeshadow last all day long. It's just beautiful. So I'm gonna take my Needs palette, and with this Real Techniques brush, all over eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna take this color called Love right here. And I am going to put that on my brow bone and just kind of halfway, because I want to leave my lid a little bit tacky for when I do color on there. I don't even know what I'm going to do, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay, I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics blending brush, and I'm going to go into Peace right here. This is pretty much my color, so it's not going to do a whole lot. I just like putting this down to give me a little bit of a transition. And again, these are so buildable. This eye is more, like if you look at it, this eye is more hooded than this eye. So I have to do a little bit of a different technique. I have to start kind of high on this eye, like looking forward. See how the fold on this one is hooded, but not as much as this one. But see? Anyways, I have to start a little bit high, just almost to my brow bone, not going right into the brow bone, but a little bit higher on the bone, like right here, so that when I open my eyes, you can see what I have done. On this one, I can just really put it on the actual crease and not really worry about it that much, because that eye is not that hooded. Okay, so like I said, that shadow doesn't do a whole lot. It's just for me to put something down for the other things to blend on. And she took that from the Light and Shade eyeshadow palette that they have, and that is just such a beautiful palette. I like this formula. I mean, it's not like high-end, you know, but you know what? I've had high-end, I have something in my eye. I've had high-end palettes that I'm just like, what in the world is this? What in the world did I just pay for? Because not blendable, just really, I've had to return them. So I really like this formula. I mean, it's buildable, and I love it. I don't know if it's just me, but I really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Laugh Cry right here. I'm gonna go into Laugh Cry. I think that really complements my shirt. I'm gonna go into Laugh Cry, and I'm gonna. One thing I really like about these shadows is that they don't have fallout, and you don't see a whole lot of like fallout on your palette. So, you know, you don't have to worry about, if you do your makeup, your face makeup first like I do, you don't really have to worry about, let me take that off so I can use you don't really have to worry about messing up your, you know, you can have a little bit of fallout with the darker shades, but I don't know, I think that this palette, it inspires me so much. It inspires me to do, you know, complicated looks, simple looks. I really like it. Okay, so that's Last Cry. Oh, I built it up a little bit. This, I changed to my Sigma E40 brush because, I don't know, I thought the other one was just too thick, and I wanted to concentrate this one a little bit more on my crease. Okay, I'm gonna buff that out with a little bit more of Peace. Also, I have, like, right here, I get hives and my skin eats any shadow that I try to put here. Okay, I'm gonna use my Sonia Kashuk just dual fiber brush, and I'm going to go into Faith right here on the Needs palette, and I'm gonna deepen the this a little bit just on the outer corner. Okay, I went ahead and did my lower lash line. I put on the Jordana eyeliner in blue. This is, like I said, very comfortable, very good. It lasts a long time. And then I just went over with some blue eyeshadow, and then I did my upper liner with some blue eyeshadow from another palette. But guys, I don't know, these two palettes just make me feel good. They're comfortable to me. The names, the blendability, the creativity with these. Even with this that is really, really neutral, the creativity with this, like I use a lot of the time, I use the highlighter just on my lid, and it works perfectly, and I just love it. The one that I don't really like, I like it, but it's not my favorite, is the bronzer. I think the bronzer is good. It's not that it's not good. It's just that for me, it looks a little bit muddy on my skin, but it can be used as an eyeshadow, that deep chocolate eyeshadow. So I really, really love it. I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara, and the mascara that I'm gonna use is the Maybelline Total Temptation. I really love this mascara. I love the wand. It's kind of like those thick, I'm running out of it really. And I love it because it smells a little bit like coconut, but it's not overwhelming. To me, I don't know, it smells like coconut ice cream or something like that. And it really elongates your lashes. And I have pretty long lashes to begin with, but I really just think that this is just comfortable. It's a comfortable formula. It's not very wet. It's not very dry. I don't know. You don't have to dip back in and dip back in. I love putting a lot of coats of any mascara, but I really love this mascara. Just love it. I know that it's gonna work every time that I put it on. It's, like I said, it smells a little bit like coconut ice cream, and I really like it. Okay, so to finish this off, I am going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is actually new to me. Let me see if this focuses. There it is. This is actually new to me. I just bought it. I bought it with my 20% off at Ulta, and then it has some points, so I paid, I don't know, maybe $7 for it. It's $15. I do think that it is expensive for a setting spray. I don't know if I would repurchase a regular price, but it really is comfortable to just spray it on. Look, it really is comfortable to just spray it on. It smells really good. It smells exactly or very, very similar to MAC Fix Plus. Very, very similar. I think it's a glycerin in it or something, but it smells very similar to that. And I just love the continuous spray because it's comfortable. I don't know, I have a lot of other setting sprays. I have a setting spray video that I can link up here. And I really love the NYX Hydra something hydrating one. I love that one, the one that comes in the black bottle. But this one has been just a new, comfortable, comfy, glam thing to have. I think it's expensive, and I don't think I would buy it full price. I think I would just wait to use the $3.50 coupon, which you literally can use on this. Don't buy it full price, but it's really, really good. Okay, very last, actually I've had on my lips the whole time, the NYX hashtag This Is Everything lip oil. I do think this is discontinued, and if it is, I'm going to have a hissy because I absolutely adore this lip oil. I love it. It has a hint of cherry smell, and it has a hint of cherry taste, but just a hint. And I really, really love it. Can you tell that I love it? I bought it on sale. First I bought it at like a regular price, and then I bought it on sale. And then they put it back on sale again at Ulta. And I think it's being discontinued, and I'm having not a good time. Okay, so for lips, this is the Healthy Lip by Physicians Formula. I have about 5 or 6 shades, no, not so many, like 4 or 5 shades of this formula, and I absolutely love it. Now this one is called Bear With Me. This is the most beautiful lipstick. When I first bought it, I actually returned it because the smell is like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I don't like the smell very much. Okay, so this lipstick, I think it goes with everything. Like right now, look how well it goes with my shirt. It's that peach, I don't know, I know, a peachy nude, but it goes with everything. I absolutely adore this color and I adore this formula. It's comfortable, it's going to dry down. It does transfer a little bit, but it lasts a long time. It really does last a long time, and they are well worth the money. I think they're like $10. They are a little bit expensive. Physicians Formula is a little bit up there in price, but they do the like buy one, get one half off. You can also use your $3.50 coupon at Ulta. And I really love this lipstick. Okay guys, I know this was so long. So that was my take on comfy, makeup that feels good to put on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what feels comfortable to you. What makeup do you love? Please leave your comment down below. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in my next video. And please remember to stay joyfully beautiful. Bye-bye.